That's a darn sod. My name is Yuzuriha. I currently have some reasons that I am unable to work right now.
Food is ready.
Thanks. I live with my family, Prying, in this apartment complex for families.
Dad, let's eat.
Yeah, okay. I'm coming.
You really came all the way out here and you're still working.
Seriously, you should enjoy your daughter's homemade meal.
Sorry about that. Thank you for this meal. All right, I've got to get going soon. See you two later. I'll pop by again towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. One day.
Oh, hello.
Ah, he's a guy from downstairs. Hello. This is Hideki-san. He lives in the room directly below our room.
Coming home from shopping?
Yeah. Hideki-san is still pretty young, but he's got a young wife named Yuri-san. He also lives with his mom, Azumi-san, and they all live together in the room below ours.
Man, you look incredibly beautiful today, don't you? Just like you always are. I wish I could marry you and make you my wife.
Uh-huh.
You've got incredible curves. Sorry about that. Ah, did you want me to hold your stuff for you?
Thank you, but I'm almost back home, so you really don't need to worry about it. Hideki-san seems like a pretty decent young man at first glance, but he says this sort of thing even though he's married, so I do my best to maintain as much distance between us as possible. Could this damned elevator take any longer?
Are you sure? How about we go out to have a bite to eat sometime, huh? We can even go out tonight if you're up for it.
Nah, I'm not really into that. Excuse me? What a strange man. The next day.
Oh, Yuzuriha-san, Karin-san.
Heya.
Yuri-san, hello. This is Yuri-san, Hideki-san's wife. She's very easy to get along with, and we all talk to each other from time to time.
Yuzuriha-san, you ran into my husband yesterday, didn't you? Did you guys talk about anything at all?
Huh? No, we barely talk to each other at all. Why? Did something happen?
Well, my mother-in-law said neither of the two people who live upstairs are married last night. My husband was nodding and listening intensely, too, so I thought that maybe you two had talked about something like that.
Did you really talk about that with him?
Of course not. Why the hell were they talking about that to me?
I figured as much, though. I didn't really want to say anything and start talking about you and your family without your permission, so I just let them talk about it, but I'm sorry if my husband or my mother-in-law tried to say something to you ahead of time.
Oh, it's totally fine. Thank you for letting me know.
Seriously, they were even saying there's no way that they're just two women living in a mansion like this. They gotta be rich. Talk about disgusting.
It's not something that you really need to worry about, Yuri-san.
Sure, but seriously, if my husband or mother-in-law say anything, please don't pay much attention to it at all, okay? See you later.
All right, excuse us. A few days later.
Ah, Yuzuriha-san. What a great day, huh?
Ah, it's Azumi-san. Hello. From what I heard from Yuri-san, it's not just Hideki-san either. Azumi-san is also trying to dig around and see what's going on with my house.
Oh, yeah. You apparently live next door to a business owner, right? It's apparently an office for a company or something.
Huh? Yes, that's true.
It must be nice and calming having someone that isn't a tenant around you, you know? I'm so jealous thinking about how quiet it is at night.
Right.
And looking at these apartments, it's gotta be quite large for two people to be living in alone, right? That's so amazing! You must have quite a bit of money, don't you? What kind of work do you do anyway, Yuzuriha-san? You don't seem to really leave the house much at all.
Well, I've got some reasons, but I don't work at all right now.
Oh, really? So it must be that your father is working and earning all that big money then. He's that gentleman that shows up from time to time, right? Your father. He just screams like he's got plenty of money. By the way, what kind of work does your father do anyway?
Excuse me, I've gotta go now. I've gotta take care of something.
Oh, really?
Yes, excuse me. Azumi-san is a weirdo too. What the hell is going on with those two? I really didn't trust either of those two, and I did my best to try and avoid running into them. Then, one day... Who is it? Hideki-san! Azumi-san is there too? I do not have a good feeling about this. Yes, how can I help you?
Oh, Yuzuriha-san, can you come out and talk to us for a moment? It'll only take a second of your time.
Okay. Kari isn't home right now because she's with her friends. What do I do?
Hello, Yuzuriha-san.
Hello?
Let me just get right into the thick of it.
Yes?
You should marry my son.
Huh?
I know. I'd probably be surprised if I were in your shoes too. But I know how you feel. I saw how you looked at me with those beautiful eyes, full of passion. I feel the same way as you.
So yeah, I'll let you two handle when you're going to put in the papers into the office to get married.
What are you talking about?
Also, you live with Hideki in this room from now on. I'm gonna start living in the room that I live in now after Yuri-san leaves. I'll take that room all for myself.
I really don't understand what's going on right now. Besides, you have a wonderful wife named Yuri-san waiting for you at your own house, Hideki-san.
Bah! I'm gonna break up with Yuri.
And the younger sister that you live with? Yeah, I'm gonna let Hideki's younger brother take her.
Huh?
That stupid boy is going out with some poor child. I was really not sure what I'd do about her, so it's perfect. And also, Yuzuriha-san, your father who comes by the house from time to time is apparently an executive at a big-time company, no?
Did I ever tell you anything about that?
Your neighbor, Akane-san, told me all kinds of information with your house.
That woman loves to talk about rumors.
He's always driving around in an expensive car. I bet you he's a CEO or something.
I will quit my current position and start working at that office for you two. I will even take over the company out of the kindness of my heart. That way, your father will feel secure in his future. Also, my father owns and operates a small factory in Tokyo, so we've been living separately for a while, but I'll allow him to work as an executive in your father's company. So I want you to give him executive pay and bonuses, okay?
So, you understand what's going on, right? I look forward to living with you. What's so funny, Yuzuriha-san?
No, there's really a whole lot that I'd like to break to you, but I'm literally already married.
Huh?
That man that comes by my house from time to time, that's not my father, that's my husband.
Huh? Husband?
He's way too old for you!
I mean, yeah, my husband is a little older than me, and he actually does look older than he is, but you do realize that I'm still older than you, Hideki-san.
Huh? There's no way! We're at least the same age!
Thank you for that. I'll accept that as a form of compliment in that you think that I look very young.
You're a lot older than me?
Also, the girl that lives with us? Yeah, that's not my younger sister. She's my daughter, see?
Daughter?
She's got really weak lungs, so she can't live in the city like most people can. She's tall and she may look more mature than most girls her age, but she's still in middle school, so I don't really want to force her to deal with that. There's a lot of nature all the way out here, so I figured that it won't be nearly as much pressure on her body. We're just getting her to rest and relax a little bit more. I'm also taking off my job just to be with her.
Middle school?
That's why my husband lives in Tokyo and we live in the countryside. That's all that's going on here.
What?
I'm not going to let my middle school-aged daughter go get married, and I'm not into polygamy either, so I would have really appreciated if both of you could just leave this house immediately.
Oh,
Of course, the whole thing was just a huge prank.
all right then.
Excuse us!
I'm home. Mom, what's going on? So, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you so much for telling me all that. You even gave me a recording too.
I'm sure you're probably shocked about this, but if you still want some more help, I can introduce you to a lawyer that I know.
I already decided that I would get a divorce from Hideki. I just couldn't seem to get an actual tangible evidence, so I'm really glad that this time around I was able to secure some evidence.
The truth was that Yuri-san was always worried about Hideki-san and his bad habit of having affairs with women. I learned about that when we moved into the apartments. Hello, I moved in right upstairs.
Wow, thank you for coming by and saying hello. My name is Yuri. I'm sorry, my husband and mother-in-law are both out right now, so...
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
Are you two siblings, or...
Oh, no, not at all. This is my lovely daughter.
Huh?
After we initially met, we started talking to each other when we ran into each other at the apartments. One day, a little while later.
Yuzuriha-san, can I ask you for a favor? I think that my husband is having an affair and cheating on me.
Huh?
If you find him doing something suspicious, would it be alright if you just let me know? I have my doubts, but I can't find any solid proof.
I see. Does your mother-in-law, Azumi-san, know about it?
She may know, but I'm positive that she would root for another woman if she perceives that woman to be better than me. I'm sorry, I know it's kind of a lot.
She's really going through it, huh? Yuri-san was patiently waiting this whole time to try to get evidence so that she could get a divorce with no problems.
I'm gonna be so free now!
But where are you going to live if you get a divorce? Are you sure you're going to be okay living alone?
Huh? Where am I going to live? Well, that room that we're all living in, it's actually my own room.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, the title is in my name. My relatives used to live in it a long time ago, but they gave it to me when I got older. They said that if I were to get married, this would be a perfect size house for us. But Hideki brought his mom the second we got married. Of course he didn't tell me either.
No more rent.
You have no idea how surprised I was to see her show up. And to top things off, he kept having affairs on me too. I'm gonna milk as much money out of that man that I can when I get a divorce.
Yeah, that sounds good. If there's anything I can do for you, please don't hesitate to let me know. And that's how Yuri-san and Hideki-san ended up getting divorced.
Why the hell do we have to leave the house? That's not fair.
Yeah, if you're going to kick us out of the house, then you need to pay up money for damages!
Hideki-san and Azumi-san were both working till the very end, trying to nag at her to get damages, but Yuri-san's conditions were all accepted, and they ended up having to pay a pretty big amount of damages to Yuri-san. They apparently currently live in the small apartment that Hideki-san's father lived in. I hear it's a pretty small house for 3 adults to be living in. A few months later.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
No worries, let's get going, shall we? After that, we all got much closer than before, and we even go out from time to cafes like this.
Yay!
Wow!
How are things, Yuri-san?
Oh, you have no idea how nice life is when you only got it yourself to take care of. I never have to hear anyone complain about anything that I buy for myself or how I'm so bad at making things.
You bought this expensive stuff? If you just waited a little longer, you could have managed to make it to the time sale.
I'm glad to hear that it sounds like you're having fun with it.
Hey, Yuri-san, Dad says that he wants to go camping sometime soon near the lake. How about you come with us?
That sounds wonderful. I'd love to go.
Karin's test results are actually showing improvement too, so I think that'll be alright if we take a short trip. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Sure, go for it. Hey, Karin-chan. I'm sorry for being rude, but how old is Yuzuriha-san?
Mom?
Even Hideki, the guy that loved women, wasn't able to actually tell how old Yuzuriha-san actually is. I am so curious how old she is.
Yuzuriha-san is probably in her late 20s. Maybe she just recently turned 30?
Mom tells me that I shouldn't be telling people at all, but don't tell Mom, okay? This year she's going to turn years old.
No way!
Huh? What's going on, guys?
Yuzuriha-san, what do you do to stay so young and beautiful?
Me? I don't know. I try to get enough sleep and eat as much good food as I can.
Then I'm gonna try to sleep by 8 p.m. at the camp when we go too.
But shouldn't you stay awake? We're literally going out into the wild to go camping.
You can leave the cooking to me. What kind of food do you normally eat, Yuzuriha-san?
This peculiar friendship that developed from a surprising series of events is actually pretty interesting.
I'm sure you must be consuming quite healthy foods.
No, I just eat what everyone else eats, I think.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。なんというか、結婚してあげるだとか、嫁にもらってあげるだとか、全体的に上から目線すぎませんかね。そんな態度で結婚したいなんて言う人いると思うんでしょうか。いい条件を提示してやってる感を出してますけど、そんなことないですし。まあ、それだけ自信があるっていうのはある意味羨ましいですけどね。何はともあれ、離婚するための証拠を手に入れることができて、結果的には良かったです。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また、少しでもスカッとした方、 チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。